Before this video starts, guys, I just want to give a big thanks to all you guys. We finally hit 50,000. That is a huge milestone. I remember the very first intro was recorded right here by this lift with V-Tune. I was just looking awkward and goofy, but now it's just been an amazing ride. We're very thankful for each and every one of you guys. You're not our fans, you're literally our family, and we look forward to bringing you content. Go ahead and comment down below what your favorite memory was on the channel or your favorite build. And also, if you got anything that you would want to say, like what you want us to improve on, comment down below. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Motorhead YouTube channel. In today's video, we're back to work on the AMG, and we actually got a lot of packages in the mail today. And so we're going to be going through them. As I told you in the last video, we did find the previous owner, and he's a very chill guy, and he sent us a bunch of the old parts. As you know, in the engine bay, we were missing a couple of pieces, such as the 2 air intake pieces and the engine cover, and he was nice enough to send it all out. And guys, I don't know how, but by chance he had an extra front rim. The rim company sent him 3 fronts, and he just kept that one, and it literally worked out perfectly because that is the rim that's busted. So as you can see, check this out, guys. He gave us everything. He gave us all the books. I guess he wanted to keep all this as memorabilia, so big shout out to him for giving it up and sending it out for Albert. And you can see right here literally the pump to pump up the tires, everything. Like, this is awesome. And I'm pretty sure that is the rug. So we're about to open that up next, but I want to check out this rim. So before we do anything, I'm gonna go ahead and put this back into the glove compartment where it belongs, because I don't want this to get lost. So we're gonna put it up. Plus, it's always nice if the car has all the original stuff that came from with the dealer, so it's pretty cool that we have it. All right, so as you can see, here is the rim, and it's actually in good condition. I don't see any damage on it, so that's really good. It looks like we're only going to have to repaint this rim and that rim, because that rim is a little damaged. We're going to have to fix it, and hopefully the sensor is good on that other wheel, so we can put this on today. All right, so it turns out the rugs are actually right here, and he did send us the stock heat exchanger. We're not going to use this because it has an aftermarket one on there, and Birdie wants to keep it, so we're going to leave that and just let Birdie take it home, put it in his closet or on his wall, whatever he wants to do with it. And check this out, guys, man. We got the AMG rugs. These things are pricey. Usually when you go to a junkyard, that's the first thing that's gone out of any car, because on cars like this, it's very hard to find rugs like this, especially in this condition. As you can see, this car was actually one owner, and it was an old man, and he serviced it regularly. So we have all the service records and everything. So that guy really hooked us up. And also, we did find the exact tire. That way it's a matching set, because these still have plenty of life in them. So it's very nice to have matching wheels. So let's go ahead and open this one up and see what's inside. Oh, and this right here is actually the engine cover. Look at that. So, dang, handcrafted by Morty Bartel. That is dope. So we're definitely going to go ahead and put this on right now. That way it doesn't get lost or damaged. It's cool that it's the original one, because as you can see, every AMG was handcrafted by someone. So that's dope that we have the one for this car. So I think for now, oh, we have another package actually, and I believe it's the suspension. So it is a pretty small box, so I don't know.
Could be it.
But I ordered everything.
It's all arms, so.
Nice. So with suspension, it's very hard to see what is bent. And on a car like this, you don't want to risk it. So we just went ahead and ordered every single arm. That way we can replace everything and have peace of mind. So I think what we'll start with is probably this. Or actually, we'll start with this wheel. That way we can get it mounted and onto the car. That way the car's not sitting on a rim over there. And then we'll start switching out the suspension, because the airbag will probably be here tomorrow anyways. So I'd rather do this next. All right, look at that, guys. This thing is just absolutely jacked up. There's no fixing that. So maybe we can save this tire. What do you think, bud? Let's just glue it back together. Let Birdie save some money. Now we're just gonna take off this sensor right here, and I don't know what to do with this rim. Maybe Birdie wants it to put on his wall in the garage or something. So we'll just leave it and just get this off and get that new one on. Alright guys, so unfortunately we got some bad news. This rim is bent like a banana, man, and that's probably why he had it sitting there. Maybe they knew, I don't know what happened, but we're gonna put it on for now. That way the car will move around, and we're just gonna tell Birdie he's gonna need another rim. So let's get back to the shop, put it on, and get onto that suspension. Okay, so that rim's gonna do for now. Let's go ahead and head over to the back and we'll start stripping that side down. All right guys, so we're digging into this suspension, and man, I'm gonna tell you, it's already looking very hard. This control arm right here, it looks like the subframe has to be dropped. I don't know how we're gonna get that off. I hope we do not have to drop this subframe. That's gonna be a lot of work, but that control arm, I'm not sure. I wanna get all this off right here. That way we can actually inspect it and look closer. So we're gonna take off this caliper and this rotor, because look how big it is. It's just in the way. So let's get that off and we'll dig into it deeper. Unfortunately, we got some bad news. So we're going to have to put this car onto the lift. So we're gonna put the wheel back on, get mom's car off the lift, and put it over there. So I wanna go ahead and pull this out. That way when we lower it down, it's not rubbing up against this tire, because this tire is still good. So let's get this thing beat out. Birdie don't even need to replace it. No, I'm just kidding. A lot of people actually commented that we should just fix this quarter panel, but look at this, guys. Look at that Bondo. I mean, that is just laid on there, and it goes all the way back here. So this whole quarter panel was Bondoed. It's not proper, you know? We're gonna get it beat out and then throw even more Bondo on it and have to strip all this. We'd rather just replace it and make it look good. So I think the wheel clear, don't you think, bud?
Yeah, maybe hit that corner a little bit more.
Yeah, right here, just a tad bit. All right, guys, so Birdie is going to need brakes. These things are just wore down, and the caliper, I mean the brake pads, there's nothing left of them. So this guy was definitely ripping this thing. Okay, so we got the caliper off. I think next we're going to do this. I'm going to lower it down so it'll be easy to work on, but I just wanted to show you this car, guys. This is literally the difference between a Mercedes and a BMW. This thing has 74,000 miles on it, and look at this. I mean, literally everything on it is
Look at it in there, bro. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that shiny, bro.
It's crazy how spotless this engine is. But then again, it was an old man who routinely took it to the dealership. But it looks like it's been well taken care of. This exhaust system they made, it's good welds. You know, me and Vlad were checking it out. I mean, look at that. That's nice, you know?
It's pretty nice to have a little retaining bracket right here.
Yeah, so Birdie was
together.
actually telling me about this. He wanted to do this whole thing. And that's what they said, that you have to weld this.
Somebody beat him to it.
No, literally, even on exhaust that you buy, you have to weld this.
Yeah, yeah.
So
that's the way to do it right. No, I was telling you, it's like a muffler shop that just can do it quick and easy.
Yeah, they definitely did a good job on it. So that's a good thing for Birdie, because that means that this whole car was just very well taken care of, and he's gonna definitely enjoy it. But I've never seen a BMW with this many miles this clean. So
Yeah, with 76K on it, bro.
no wonder people always want Mercedes over BMW. I mean, maybe we should just stop doing BMWs.
Maybe.
All right, so we're gonna lower it down a bit and let's start taking this suspension off. All right, guys, that was a whole mission, man. Had to drop the subframe down a little bit. I got the transmission jack right there, so it made it pretty convenient for me. We got these two bolts out. That's why we had to drop it, because there was just no way to get them out. They were butting into the frame. And as you can see, this is one of them. And I'm not even sure if this one's bent, honestly, but you know, you can never be too careful. So we have a replacement one right here. But this one right here is just absolutely destroyed. As you can see, that's why the wheel was so cambered, and the bolt is also messed up. So we're gonna have to replace this bolt. So now that these both are off, we'll get them replaced and tighten the subframe back up, and I'm gonna replace every single one. I am waiting on the shock. It should come in today, but that can be last because it goes in right here and just slides right on, and this is the last piece that goes on. That's pretty convenient for me because this and that go hand in hand. So we'll replace all these control arms, and then while we're waiting on that, we'll probably move on to the interior. So I was not able to find a bolt like this. As you can see, I did have to cut it off because it was bent and it would just not come out of there. So I'm replacing it with a McLaren bolt from Ben Birdie. This is going to be $10 extra, and this is the washer, and it sits right there. So now that we have this bolt and it's the exact same size as that one, let's go ahead and get the suspension back together. And just like that, the AMG got fresh suspension on it. We don't got to worry about anything being bent because we replaced everything. It's looking nice and fresh. I wish all this was here so I could go ahead and put it together, but I did buy the strut and the airbag from the same junkyard, so it should come in together today. It was supposed to deliver yesterday, so it should for sure be here today. Once we get that on there and air this thing up, we can actually drive this thing. We pulled the quarter panel out, so it's not gonna rub or anything. So I think for now, we're just gonna go ahead and lower it down and start on the interior. And then once that comes in, we'll button it up and maybe even test drive it, we'll see. Alright guys, so I pulled the car off of the lift because Dad is going to need the lift on Mom's BMW today. So we're going to get started on it. Unfortunately, Vlad is still feeling under the weather. So my good friend Mark here, you know Marks like to stick together. He's going to come and help me record this video. He also has a YouTube channel and he does product reviews. And he's going to be dropping an i8 review. So check it out if you're interested. And now we're going to dive into this car. I need to remove this door because it turns out we just don't want to deal with the door, so we're just going to take it off. We have a new one on the, well, not a new one, a used one on the way. So we're going to remove the door, and once we get the door removed, we'll strip down this door, and then we'll start stripping that interior. Okay guys, so turns out I was wrong and we did not have to remove the center console, which I'm really happy because that would have been a pain in the butt. So we've got the seats out and as you can see, we're good to work here. We can just cover all this with the welding blanket, and I'm probably going to remove this module right here and all these wires and everything, move it off to the side. Not yet, we'll probably do that on the frame just so like the car will still run, because I'm not sure if it'll make it not run, but I don't want to risk it. We can always do that on the frame. So we're not going to worry about this for now. We're going to move on to the back, and actually no, I want to remove all this first. So we're going to remove all this, and I did beat the quarter panel out so we can get this bracket off now, and we'll remove all of this stuff, work our way back, and then we'll take this trunk off. All right guys, so we got that all stripped down, and I think we need to go ahead and strip this down next, but we did get some breakfast. That right there is an expensive table, wouldn't you say?
Oh yeah. Breakfast and it's already lunch, you know what I'm saying?
It feels like lunch. I've been here since 6, so. These right here, these are busting,
I'm
bro.
about to do a review on these. Let's do a taste test.
All right, hit it.
All right.
Dude, that's 10 out of 10 right there.
Bustin'.
That is 10 out of 10.
That's pretty good, dude. I've never had Bojangles fries or whatever this is.
They're bow rounds.
That's like thick. It's like
Yeah,
good.
dude, that is good. 10 out of 10, recommend. All right, we're getting innovative with it. We had to put it into the chicken biscuit. Taste test, taste test. Even better. All right, so we're gonna eat and then we're gonna get back on it and get this right here off. And then we gotta figure out a way to get this glass out. All right guys, so we got everything taken apart and it's just gonna make it so much easier to deal with this. We're gonna grind all this seam sealer off, and I took these springs off so these will go in. I think the next move will probably be to clean this trunk out. I got a big box over there, so I'm gonna put all the parts into it and then we'll go from there. Now that's a lot better, guys. I like how clean and organized everything is, and I'm going to put all the parts away safely. That's the best way to do it so you don't lose anything, because these parts are expensive. So we're good over here, and we also got a package, and it was from FedEx, and they're supposed to be delivering the strut and the airbag, and that's what we need to drive this thing. So I'm really hoping that's what it is. But judging by this package, it looks like it says CLS on it, so this might be a brand new part. So fingers crossed we could test drive if this is it, but I don't know. Dang.
I was hoping we could rip this thing.
Yeah, I know. It got 700 horsepower. It's insane.
Sheesh.
But we're gonna make sure this tail light isn't damaged.
Yeah, I've got to make sure. You never know.
Which, it looks good. So we're gonna wrap it back up and put it with the other tail light. Okay, I got the car back onto its wheel. That way, if we need to move it, we'll move it. And pretty much we're ready. We just need to cut this windshield out, but we are gonna get it professionally cut out. And also, I think the quarter panel just showed up, so we're gonna go check it out. Alright, so fortunately it's not our quarter panel, but this is the bumper. So we're gonna check it out, make sure there's no damage.
Valid.
Yep, it looks good. Appreciate it, bro. Have a good one. Okay, so we went ahead and bought a brand new bumper from the dealer. We didn't want to use a used one because if y'all remember, V-Tune rebuilt an M4 and we bought a used one, and the bumper, the paint was just gelled up because it was repainted. And you know, it's always a risk. You could have cracked paint and you'd have to sand it down and prime it. So it's just best to get a new one because it's just ready. You sand it down and spray it. So super nice. Very nice that we got it now because the quarter panel will probably be here tomorrow and we'll have all the parts to do the framework because you want to have everything, that way we can line it all up. And the bumper's lining up nicely. As you can see, look at that. We could just paint it. What do you think? Just slap a little Bondo on there, fill in that gap.
Oh yeah, we don't even need to cut the quarter panel out.
Yeah, man. No, I'm just kidding. But
Drive it like that. Take it to the slammed car meet, you know, lowered.
I'm kind of upset, man. I was hoping the airbag would come and we could drive it, but
Yeah.
we are just gonna have to stay tuned for that next episode, man. I already know this thing's a ripper. I talked to the guy, but the guy, I don't know about that guy, man. He's kind of sus. He's sold us a bad rim, and he only tried to give us $50 back to fix it. He said he could fix it for $50. I don't know where he thinks you can fix a rim for $50, so that was kind of messed up. Birdie paid him like $500 for everything, which is kind of crazy that he took the parts off the car and sold them back to us and sold us bad parts. So kind of upset about that. I don't know if he's watching, but that's probably going to be it for this video, guys. We got a lot of work done. The car is completely stripped down. We'll just call out Safelite. I already scheduled an appointment with them. They're going to come cut this glass out and it'll be ready. It'll be ready to just cut this quarter panel off. We'll pull it, chop it, slap a new one on there, get it bondoed and painted, and get it out of here. Because Birdie is very excited, as are we, because this is a very cool build. And I know all y'all are enjoying it too. So if you enjoy the content and want to stick around and keep watching the AMG, be sure to smash that subscribe button because we are getting a very cool build next. So stay tuned for that. We're not going to reveal it or say anything yet. We're going to finish this one, then we're going to get onto it. So if you want to stick around and check that out, be sure to smash that subscribe button and comment down below what you think of the car. Appreciate all the love and support we've been getting from you guys. And also, if you want to follow us on Instagram, go ahead and follow us at motorhead.co. I'll link it down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.